Hello guys, welcome back to the game G Scene Impact cáiស្វាគមន៍មួយមកស្កាន់ channel តង់សាន G នេះទៅដល់នេះហើយឥឡូវយើងត្រឡប់មកជាមួយនឹង game G Scene Impact បន្តសាច់រឿងរបស់យើងនៅថ្ងៃមុនដែលថាខ្ញុំតែងតែកៀងជាមួយនឹងកុំព្យូទ័ររបស់ខ្ញុំដឹងជាវាកើតអីឥឡូវយើងខ្ញុំសង្ឃឹមថាជើងនេះគឺវានៅតែអត់កើតអីទៀតចោលព្រោះអីបើផ្សេងវាកើតអីវាធ្វើខ្ញុំនេះគឺឆេះដុំអូខេចាប់ផ្ដើមជាមួយនឹងវីដេអូរបស់យើងតែម្ដងទៅកុំនិយាយច្រើន Let's go អូខេឥឡូវយើងដូចជើងមុនយើងបានមកដល់កន្លែងនេះហើយយើងទៅដល់ប៉ុន្តែមីសិន10ពាក់កណ្ដាលបាត់ហើយអ្នកនរគ្នាប៉ុន្តែគាត់ថាខ្ញុំដោយសារតែហ្គេមវាកៀងពេកហើយវាចេះតែលុកឲ្យចឹងពេកទៅខ្ញុំក៏បិទហ្គេមទៅឥឡូវយើងបន្តជាមួយនឹងមីសិនរបស់យើងទៅកុំនិយាយច្រើន Let's go វែកជាមួយនឹងមីសិន The Bloom Flower of the Bloom ហើយកុំព្យូទ័ររៀងកៀងអីអ្នកនរគ្នាមិនដឹងទេអ្នកតែសួរជាស្រ័យផងវារៀងស្បែកចឹងខ្ញុំអត់យល់ដែរពេលខ្លះកុំព្យូទ័រខ្ញុំវាអីពេលខ្លះកុំព្យូទ័រខ្ញុំវាអីសង្ស័យមកពីភ្លើងអត់គ្រប់ទេមើលវាកៀងអាជាស្អីអាតិចទៀតវាលេងអីហ៎អូខេស្អីយ៉ាសើមានលុយច្រើនតែបើមានលុយច្រើនក៏អាហ្គេមនេះឈួតដែរម៉ែណាចុះសិនមិនកៀងបែអូ shit កៀងអានេះអើយ shit អើយអូហើយនេះបើសិនជាចេះចាកន្លែងអង្កានេះវាដូច Minecraft យើងធ្វើការបិទចម្ងាយនៃការមើលទេអ្នកនរវាមានកន្លែងណាបិទចម្ងាយនៃការមើលឃើញឆ្ងាយអត់វាគួរតែមានមែនអត់នៅតាណាដូច Minecraft គឺយើងអាចដាក់តម្លាក់កុំឲ្យមើលឃើញឆ្ងាយហើយកុំឲ្យវាកុំព្យូទ័រវា slow តែអានេះខ្ញុំអត់ដឹងតែកន្លែងណាគេតម្លាក់ហ្នឹងឯណោះអសិនជាអ្នកនរគ្នាពឺដឹងជួយ comment ប្រាប់ខ្ញុំខាងក្រៅផងប្រហែលជាខ្ញុំមិនបានមានពេលតនេទៅអង្គុយឆែកមើលក្នុង YouTube ទេមើលទៅមើលទៅក្នុងនេះវាដូចជាអត់មានទេអានេះវាមានចេះតែអានេះមានកម្រិតចេះវាដូចជាមិនត្រូវកូនមួយស្អីគេ Tropic watering តាអូខេឥឡូវចាប់ផ្ដើមជាមួយមីសិនរបស់យើងថាតើមានរឿងអ្វីត្រូវនិយាយខ្លះស្ដើមទាំងអស់ Let's go កុំតើនៅខ្មែរឡើយសារណាសាច់រឿងនឹងចឹងដល់មកក៏តុងតើយ៉ាងទៀតខ្ញុំសើចទាំងអស់នេះមានកុំព្យូទ័រមិនសូវខ្លាំង Okay that is kind of annoying me yeah that's right ត្រូវហើយពេលខ្លះខ្ញុំនិយាយមានអារម្មណ៍ថាខ្ញុំនិយាយអត់លឺទេខ្ញុំនិយាយឬក៏ចឹងអីខ្ញុំអត់ដឹងតែម៉េចទេតែខ្ញុំនិយាយពាក្យចេញមកពេញតែសារតែម៉ាស់រៀបាំងសលេងមួយចំនួនណាឬមួយក៏ខ្ញុំនិយាយប្រឡត់មកច្រើនពេកហើយអញ្ចឹងឯងមើលទៅព្រោះអីអ្នកមើលប្រភេទមកនេះមិនដឹងអីចេះខ្ញុំភ្លេចដាក់ថា auto play
Weird. It's almost as if someone was holding a tea party.
I never would have guessed that.
ទាំងអស់នេះបើសិនជាមើលវគ្គមុនប្រហែលជាមើលដល់កន្លែងកញ្ញាតួអង្គពីរអ្នកមកតែបានថាជើងនេះយើងអត់ទាន់អីយើងមើលពីដើមដល់ចប់ស្អីព្រោះអីខ្ញុំគិតថាអ្នកមកថ្មីគាត់អត់ទាន់មកមើលអញ្ចឹងអូខេឥឡូវយើងឲ្យគាត់មើលទៅបើអ្នកឲ្យមើលឲ្យអាចខាវីដេអូបាន
Let me have a closer look.
Let me have the closer look តែដូចគ្មានអ្វីទេគឺនៅទៅលើជើងម៉ាទាំងអស់ហ្នឹងតែគាត់ថាម្នាក់រៀងអារម្មណ៍ភ័យខ្លាចចូលតាក់គេ Yeah we have to យើងត្រូវតែប្រយ័ត្នជាមួយនឹងអ្វីទាំងអស់វាមិនមែនជារបស់ដែលល្អទេដូចរបស់តាមផ្លូវចឹងចាស់ដើមគេប្រាប់ថាមិនឲ្យយើងរើសរបស់តាមផ្លូវឬមួយក៏របស់ដែលគេបោះចោលអីទេវារបស់ដែលនាំចង្រៃដល់ចូលផ្ទះយើងមិនសិនយើងចូលផ្ទះយើងដូចកញ្ចក់មួយក្រេះសសក់ឬមួយក៏ស្អីផ្សេងឡាក់យ៉ាងទៅនិយាយទៅឲ្យតែលាស់ពីក្រៅសូម្បីតែលុយក៏អាចទៅរួចដែរនេះលើកលែងតែគេឲ្យតែយើងមិនតែបើសិនគេឲ្យពេលខ្លះរបស់ហ្នឹងល្អពេលខ្លះរបស់ហ្នឹងរបស់អាក្រក់អញ្ចឹងក៏យើងអត់ដឹងដែរ That is kind of annoying of the human world វាជឿតែប៉ែជាមួយនឹងពិភពមនុស្ស Yeah I know that
I didn't find any traps or suspicious mechanisms but
ខ្ញុំនិយាយមែនខ្ញុំនៅកន្លែងធ្វើការខ្ញុំមិនសូវនិយាយតែបើខ្ញុំនៅមុខ YouTube ខ្ញុំអាចនឹងនិយាយច្រើន Thì
What do
bữa
you
ấy
mean?
nhưng mà làm mà sân chỉ nhầm
Well,
ninh
it
giấy ai càng
seems
khó ra
that wrong
dạ giấy trái
answers
khó
won't
ra
have
cùng
any
giấy xong món
catastrophic
việc hay chìm
consequences.
khó trong mặt phê chỉ nó
Looks
chậm
like
dân
we'll
giấy
have
bùi
to sit
bài
on these
ô tăng mà
chairs and fulfill the prophecy. Everyone, I would like to suggest that we try some risky
tại sao này
answers
ấy
on
mà
our
phê
first
chết thật
attempt.
bao nhiêu tay
Let's
ra mà đai
reserve
nơi
our
chết nhom
most confident answers for
bài
the
đâu
second round.
That sounds kind of smart. But why?
Ah, I get what he means.
cái thời anh
If
em
we
tới
do
đạp
as
lư
he
dâm
says,
dậy thành
then
trường
we
rương biết mà
may
trời
be able to figure out how
nè
the
anh đi
puzzle
khác trong
works.
đạp rương tại lư
I
dâm dậy
see. That makes a
okay
lot of
I
sense.
just right about that so phải tự yeah
Mona, is there something wrong? You're not
cả
looking
nhà này
too
mẹ
good.
ran thà miên kê mơ bàn tay còn tha đăng thà nà kê mơ thay cầm khơi thà kê mơ đây
Thank you for offering Clee, but
tại
that's
bài
not
chỉ rô mình
quite
khơi
it.
thà nè na nè mơ
While
okay that is
Albino
kind
was
of
checking
bad thing
just
right
now, I gave my scryglass a
feel
spin,
is
hoping
the
to
good
find some
thing but if
information.
you can't find your
There's
feel
a
that is
strange
kind of
aura to this
annoying
place. It's almost as if someone has been
Okay.
staring at me as soon as we stepped foot in here.
yeah
But
that
if
is
nothing here has actually been physically tampered with, then no. Could that person be?
be kind of great power
What do you mean, Mona? Who could it be?
Never mind. It's
whatever
not like I've got any proof.
Don't leave us on the edge like this, Mona. I'll just do what Albedo said.
Yes, let's test the hypothesis together, Clee.
okay
Come on, join us, Mona.
Oh, all right.
Okay, then I'll answer the first question. If someone were to ask me to find a flower that is not of this world, you can do it, Sucrose.
okay
Then I would fetch a tetratanic sweet flower. All right, I'm up next.
sweet
My part of the
flower
prophecy
sweet
is to
flower
find
cứ
a
chỉ
guide
là
who will never
các
get
ai mà
lost.
who will never get lost
I hope you
mình
found
đã
your
bắt
answer.
luôn
My answer is that I will be that guide. For a long time, I have been guided by others. It's taken me a while, but I finally made it to where I am today. Although I still haven't made a name for myself, and I'm still quite immature, I would still like to put my name forward. Because I would like to become a guide that can help others.
okay
I want to help others the same way Amber, Master Tainari, Sino, and everyone else helped me. Now it's my turn to pass on the gift that I've been given.
okay what is it then
All right, it's up to me to answer the third part.
one who never lie
I'll submit myself as one who would never lie. Although I've never really had any other virtues or talents, I'm confident that I've always been an honest person. I'd like to thank everyone, too, for giving me this opportunity to validate myself.
And last but not least, I will answer the final part of the prophecy.
and what is
There's
it
no tale more befitting the title of a legend that never ends than our fates as human beings.
legend that never end
The lantern just lit up! Whoa! All four sides of the lantern are glowing! Huh?
but all it did submit bit of the test aware
Kale, could I ask you to stand up for a second?
Oh, alright.
okay ai thật coi mà buồn trong cứ
What's going on?
phơi phơi
Why is it lighting up regardless of who's sitting in the chair? Didn't it say we have to answer all the questions correctly?
It's pretty clear now, isn't it? We've just proven that there is no right answer for this prophecy.
No right answer?
no right
How
answer
could that be?
Although the
Khmer chậm lại để
instructions had
Phật
come
gặp.
from an old and enigmatic prophecy,
no chùm lại
it
để
is
Phật
in
gặp
fact
cứ mê bàn
nothing
tay
like
còn là
the
tha
ancient
cứ rô
mechanism
mình toàn
that we
khử
had all imagined it to be.
no
I
way
believe
mi
the
sẵn nụ
lantern
khmer chùm
only
lại bên nè
serves
mấy ca
as a
sẵn nụ đây
simple
khmer chùm lại
signal.
mi là nè nâng chụt
And to think, I never expected you to actually find this place.
What? There's someone else here?
yeah
We meet
it
again,
is.
traveler.
encounter.
It's all thanks to you that I was able to find this place. Good
And
thing
what
that
was
you were
that?
too preoccupied with the prophecy to notice someone tailing you from the shadows.
Oh, is that so? Then, why do I spy yet another person following in your shadow?
Wait, really?
There's no need for pleasantries. You should know I'm here for you.
Is it just because I'm a visitor from abroad?
I was there when you snuck your way into Marjorie's place.
So you had your eyes on me even then, huh? That was 2 whole weeks ago, you know.
It's hard not to notice you when I'm on duty every day.
All right. In that case, I'll admit it. I was the person who slipped this prophecy into the storybook.
Huh? But why? Then, does that mean this wasn't a real prophecy after all?
Okay.
Don't worry. Even though you probably have plenty of reservations about me, you can be sure that the prophecy is genuine. In fact, many of you here today may have heard the code name of the one who left the prophecy to me. She hailed from an ancient assembly of powerful women, each of whom used a single letter to signify themselves.
Who would have guessed? It seems that power was indeed left behind by the old hag after all.
Oh heck.
So you're B student. It's an honor to meet you. I am Scarlet, the successor of Jay.
Jay.
What are you talking about?
CJ.
It's a long story, but I'm not quite sure that I'm the best person to tell it.
Nhắm mơ tới cô
Since
ta
you've all
để ngờ
spent
chi
so
tại
much time and
E5
energy
chi tại
trying to
E1 này
decipher
nè
this
nè mà thì
prophecy, you
Của
must
xa
also be very
tại em lấy
interested
cho
in
bị
the
tại
secret
E5
behind
xong
this
rồi em cho tại
lantern,
chi
no?
tại E1 hay
The
បន្ត 2
lantern has
cho chi
already been
E2
lit.
3 4
Now
5
then,
2 3
please
4
allow me
and
to
6
disturb your
ជីតែ
happy
6 ចិត្ត
peace.
ចេញឯអស់គ្នាប្រហែលជាប្រហែលជាប្រហែលខែទៀតឬមួយក៏មួយឆ្នាំចុងក្រោយនេះទៀត
How
ខ្ញុំដឹង
strange.
ឬមួយក៏2ឆ្នាំទៀតក៏ខ្ញុំអត់ដឹងទេអ្នកគ្នាតែខ្ញុំមានអារម្មណ៍ថាគេប្រហើបបន្តិចបន្តិចហ្នឹងអ្នកវាជា GTA គេធ្វើមកយូរហ្នឹងអ្នកវាគួរតែចេញមកអ្នកគ្នាព្រោះអី game GTA 5 គឺចេញឆ្នាំ 2003 អញ្ចឹង game GTA បើមិនដឹងថា 2002 មួយក៏ 2003 តែ GTA 5 គួរតែ
Since we've
ពី
last
GTA 6
gathered,
គួរតែចេញមកព្រោះអីវាយើងប្រើរយៈពេល
Jay's
7-10 ឆ្នាំឯងអ្នកគ្នា
become
ការ
so
ចេញ
reckless
មក
and bold.
អូជារៀងចេះនិយាយ
Wait. Why are you talking just like the old hag?
Yep.
Old hag? Who would dare say that? Is that Mona?
Yeah.
Who are you? Who dares imitate my master?
And what of imitation and mimicry? It has always been a fool's errand to mimic and learn from humanity.
Oh, Dallas, I'm here too.
Mom, why are you trying to talk like other people?
So I see everyone's here. Well then, my warmest greetings, everyone.
Miss Alice, why would you...
Well, it's been many years since this lantern last lit up. You can't blame me for thinking that one of the old friends from my youth may have decided to catch up again.
Why she sounds so coy all of a sudden?
And if I recall correctly, we left this lantern in the care of the Animo Archon Barbados. You must be commended for uncovering an artifact entrusted to the god of wind himself. Tell me, are you sitting around my beloved tea party table?
Yep.
It's a really
Maybe.
long table.
Oh, so you are. I suppose this means even the
Okay.
Animo Archon has granted you entrance to this
Vậy mà
place.
này.
Was all of
ស្អីគេ
this
និយាយឆ្លង
Scarlet's doing?
កន្លែងមកដូចទូរស័ព្ទហ្នឹង
Wait. Paimon's completely lost now. So what was this assembly you were talking about earlier?
Oh, Miss Alice, would it be all right to leave the explanation of that to you?
Well, you should be rewarded for making it all the way up here and activating the lantern. Now then, let me tell you a long and ancient story.
Okay then, just make it up then.
Ever heard of the Hexenzirkel? As the spooky name suggests, it's a secret society. Once upon a time, it even
Oh,
challenged
take
the
it in, go,
Animo
mon, out
Archon
there.
himself.
Yeah,
But he
please,
replied,
babe.
"Let us make music, not war, and resolve our conflicts through song." From then on, the mages would only ever convene in the
ជើងមកចេះរ
woods,
ំ
in the skies, or on the edges of cliffs. At these tea parties, they discussed their stories and secrets and resolved their differences, as the tea and cakes bore witness to their pledge never to fight amongst themselves.
Yesterday, I snuffed out the life of my beloved. He had grown old and was extremely sick. He loved me dearly, so I took his fate in my hands and ended his pain.
I'm raising a son. Of all the children I had, he's the only one left. But I suppose that still makes me a mother.
My lifespan is nothing compared to yours, so I wish to leave you with my storybook. Actually, maybe you can pass it on to your children one day.
Oh, this looks interesting. Let me scry.
តែក៏ផឹកតែ
My dear sisters, we mustn't let prophecies threaten our bonds of friendship. Even the most frightening witch was once a little girl, and growing up can be so tough. Sometimes we all need to vent our troubles to the wind. Even if the nations go to war, or the sky falls down, the mages' tea parties shall forever be held around this table.
Okay, this is kind of not bad.
So this is where the legendary mages held their meetings.
That's right. We often met here to chat and have tea.
Then what about the part saying that if we light the lantern of utmost joy, we'd receive a supreme blessing?
About that. I never expected anyone other than Jay to actually read the full contents of that prophecy. It's a little embarrassing. The truth is, that prophecy was actually just a letter that we sent to Jay as a group the day before her wedding.
So it was indeed written by all of you.
I must thank you for resisting the urge to immediately reveal the truth to everybody, Albedo. Knowing you, you probably figured out everything the moment you laid eyes on the message.
No, it took me a little longer than that.
A flower that is not of this world, a guide who will never get lost, one who would never lie, and a legend that never ends. These 4 descriptions signify 4 individual mages. When a member of the organization had to leave the group to spend the rest of her days with her beloved, the other mages would write down this prophecy and send it to her to invite her for a final get-together. A flower that is not of this world signifies, of course, flowers that do not naturally exist in this world. This is the signature of R, full name, granddaughter, also known as gold. If there's anyone in this world who could create a flower species that does not yet exist, it would be her. The guide who will never get lost is N, otherwise known as Nicole. You may not have encountered her yet, but she is a truly extraordinary woman who has made this world's direction and order her subject of study. Some of you may be fortunate enough to have already heard her voice. Like a prophetess, she will only speak to guide people toward the truth when a change has occurred in the world. She has a tendency to suddenly speak in someone's mind without any warning. If one day you would be unfortunate enough to run into a truly dangerous situation, she may use her voice to guide the way forward for you.
Who would have guessed that there are so many mysterious women in this world and that they would all know each other?
The one who would never lie is me. I hope no one would take offense. It's just that I, Alice, or A for short, have always had a soft spot for those with sincerity and candor. As for a legend that never ends, you may not know M in person, but you've likely encountered one of her works. Have any of you ever read The Boar Princess?
Huh? I'm pretty sure every child in Mondstadt has read that book.
It's also one of my favorite stories. M was an exceptional human writer who used her prose to teach me the meaning of grief. Don't you think such a person would deserve a seat at the mage's table?
I'm just getting more and more lost.
It may sound hard to believe, but I can attest to everything that Alice has said. Jay was also a mortal who aged and passed on, leaving her title to her students and followers.
Okay, that is kind of bad.
You've never acknowledged any of Jay's successors. It's now been centuries since the first of us took on her mantle. I've always wanted to meet you.
Do you also want to become a mage?
Title aside, I think I'm more interested in the meaning and purpose of the Hexen Circle.
Okay.
I used to think that the Hexen Circle was a group of women who could control the very fate of this world. But now, I've seen for myself that besides Jay, many other ordinary people were also among you.
Do you think less of us now?
No, not at all. My interest has been piqued, and I'm now even more drawn towards the idea of becoming a mage.
You're right. I've never acknowledged any of Jay's successors, but you are different. You are much more fascinating than any of your predecessors.
Oh, has someone finally piqued Aunt Alice's interest?
Now is not a good time, Scarlet, but as soon as I am able, I will seek you out for a meeting. I want you to tell me all about Jay's married life back in her hometown.
So the mage who received the prophecy letter from all of you was Jay? She let the
Precisely. There was only one way the letter could have been interpreted. She would have known what we meant as soon as she saw the message. We were just asking one thing of her. Please come to see us again. Before you go and settle forever with happiness, please come share some of it with your best friends and sisters.
So, the supreme blessing actually meant...
Mà đi vậy à, vậy trong một phay ti chia này nè, anh một phay mà mình chọn anh đi một phay
give us the most fulfillment and happiness in the end are those who will greet us at our journey's destination. Dear child, I believe you can also understand what I am talking about. We women will always have many troubles and encounter pains and frustrations that will keep us up at night. But no matter how hard things may become, we will cross mountains and oceans to see our best friends again, regardless of how many years have passed or how far the distance may be. As long as we can be with our beloved friends, our hearts will be filled with joy. To us mages, that's what being supremely blessed is all about.
Oh.
So what is it?
I still don't get it, but I do know that all the mages are Mom's best friends.
If you ask how I see it, the Hexen Circle is just a group of ladies that I spent my youth with. Anyway, I'll introduce some of the other members to you all later. I still have a few things to attend to, so this will have to do for today.
Bye, Mom! Todoko says bye, too.
Goodbye, darling, and farewell to all of our other friends as well. I'm sure we'll see each other again.
Okay.
Now that I think of it, isn't it getting close to that time of year?
Yes, it's Windblume again, Alice.
It's also a special anniversary date. I'm sure you still remember.
Yes, I do remember now. It was on this day many years ago that Jack tied the knot.
Whatever.
Oh, just in time for the Festival of Love and Freedom. Everyone, please enjoy this year's Windblume Festival to the fullest.
Coi như vậy à? I see. Coi như vậy ok man. Let's wife and Latin group them. It is one again. Just regular flick of the curve. For a moment, everyone looked lost in thought, but soon a chatter began to fail the spin again. Before long, everyone spirit train calendar to return to monster. Okay, whatever. តានឹងចាច់ជួបជាមួយនឹងសាច់រឿងអ្វីបន្តទៀតចុំពួកពេលខ្មែរយើងមកខ្លួនឯងចង់ឃើញ
Why didn't you tell me we'd have to glide all the way back down?
โอเคแล้วយើងមិនខ្វល់ទេតោះ teleport ច្រឡំ teleport នៅទីនេះជីកអក្សរ M គឺចុចចេញជា មិនមែន teleport ទេគឺចុចចេញបើក map ហើយយើងអាច teleport បានអូខេ let's go ជាមួយនឹង teleport Hello everybody how are you today ឥឡូវយើងមកដល់កន្លែងនេះវិញហើយផលិតរបស់ល្អ but I don't know តែចាំមើលសិនថាតើយើងនឹងមានសិទ្ធិរឿងអ្វីទៅមើលទៀតអូខេអីកន្លែង
Are you okay, Timaeus? Maybe you'd feel better if you just, let it out.
ចង់ក្អួតហ៎
I'm fine. I'm just
គាត់នៅហោះប៉ុណ្ណឹងសោះចង់ក្អួតដែរ
That's all.
You may want to look into getting your own gliding license when you have the time. It might prove helpful to you.
Okay. Sure thing.
It sounds like you've still got something on your mind. Why don't you tell us? We're all happy to listen.
It's nothing, really. It's just... Well, Alice's story was really interesting and romantic. I won't argue about that. But still, the whole thing wasn't quite what I was hoping for.
What do you want?
Of course, I didn't actually expect the supreme blessing to be real, but...
Don't say that. None of this was your fault, Timaeus. Honestly, it's more on me for having agreed to be the Windblume Festival Special Ambassador. Had I not asked for everyone's help, if anything, it should be my fault for finding that prophecy.
Oh, no. I didn't mean to blame the two of you either. I just feel like this whole adventure didn't really end on a high note, and we also didn't really get anything out of it.
But I'd say we still learned something new.
Okay.
Well, that aside, Timaeus, you still need to go to Liyue to apologize to Yinger, right? Do you want Kale and I to accompany you?
Oh, Miss Yingar. Well, I mean, I just really don't want her to get mad at me. Now that I've come back to my senses, I really don't know what I should do.
Hey, you three? You may want to look over there.
Huh? Miss Yingar?
Oh, so that's Miss Yingar? I've never met her before.
And...
Yep, that's her. And she actually came all the way to Mondstadt.
I am so sorry, Miss Yingar. But how did you... I mean...
Are you so happy just to see me?
Of course I am. I'm so happy that, I don't, Sorry, I don't know what to say.
I was ready to give you a harsh scolding, but now that I've seen you like this, I suppose I could let you off the hook this time. You said you couldn't come to pick me up because of a very important matter, right? Well then, of course I had to come and find you instead.
Should we go see how they're doing?
I wouldn't. You'll get hit by a forest boar if you interrupt a couple's romantic conversation.
Oh, really? We'll just leave them alone then.
Okay. Whatever then. Huyền ghê, không khoa.
I am so glad to see Timaeus find his happiness. I have to say, I'm even more envious of you, Sucrose. You can be happy just to see others happy, and you gave me so much help without any expectations in return. Even though you said that we're very much alike, I still feel like you have a much bigger heart than I do. But if you say that, then I'd say I'm also nowhere near as brave or tenacious as you. I guess we have the same amount of positive qualities. They're just spread over different parts of our personalities. I've never visited Sumeru, or made many friends from outside of Mondstadt.
Rương đây chết cả
happy
lá
just
máu
to
này
have
rồi nè.
met and
Cứ
become your
mới
friend.
chết đấy còn hai lương.
Maybe I'll get shy
Biết
and
là.
flustered when I meet other people I don't know in the future.
Okay.
But that's okay too.
ខំតាអ្នកទាំងអស់គ្នាពេញចិត្តជាមួយសាច់រឿងនេះ
You
ចាស់
probably get what
អី
I'm
គឺ
trying to
រៀ
say.
ងវែងទៅហើយជាមួយសាច់រឿងរបស់
You
ហ្គេម
just
នេះ
need to
ហើយ
believe
អូ
that
ខេ
all of your issues
ខ្ញុំ
aren't
សង្ឃឹម
really
ថា
issues at all.
វាក៏បើនឹងធ្វើឲ្យអ្នកទាំងគ្នាស្
Isn't
ដាប់
it
នៅ
too
សាច់រឿង
late
របស់វា
now
ពេ
for
ញ
me to
ដោយពេញ
learn
ចិត្ត
to
ទៅចាស់
accept myself?
មើលទៅសារខ្ញុំនិយាយច្រើនពេកអ្នកទាំងគ្នាប្រហែលជាខឹងហើយជួយខ្ញុំអត់ហ៊ាននិយាយណា
Do you know anything about the blooming cycles of Cecilius? I may have read about that in a book before. That's a topic that my parents used to talk about back when they were still dating. Surprising, right? To think that people would talk about that while on a date. My mom brought it up at dinner one time last month. She called my dad the most boring man she knew, and said that he even turned up late to a date once, all with a smile on her face. But she also said that learning is just another part of life. It's never too late to start something, as long as you recognize that it's something good for you to do. Why don't you give it a try, Kale? Okay, I'll try my best.
They're really having a great conversation. Paimon can't even find a moment to join in.
Well, it is great that they are getting along so well.
I nearly forgot. This is for you.
For you what?
This texture. Are these seeds? Yep. I believe I mentioned my sweet flower research to you before. These are the seeds of the sweet flower cultivars that I've worked on. It's nothing too special, but they're the best cultivars that I've made. So, I really hope that you'll like them. They're super sweet and easy to grow and keep. I'm also submitting them as my Windblooms for this year. I wish that the Animo Archon could also see how lovely they are.
Thank you. I'll plant them in the Avidia forest and take good care of them.
Kale, please take these notes with you. I've heard that you've been working hard on your studies, so I've prepared some study materials for you at Sucrose's request. Feel free to look through them whenever you can find the time. Mondstadt's doors will always remain open to you.
Thank you so much. Really, I don't know what to say. I'm just really happy. Sucrose, now's your chance. Didn't you want to collect a breath of joy?
You're right. I almost forgot. Kale, can you exhale once into this test tube? I will save this breath of joy and use it in my research.
Oh, really? May I?
Of course.
A little long story. Bắt chuyện với anh mình tên sẽ cái nhìn thấy những bạn thơ mới sân ấy tích tuế tại ấp đáy ở lấy chạp mà
And now it flew away.
sẽ đường bị sau khi đó nè cho anh em phơi đào video đào máu nhưng mình phơi tay thành cái thà này tao thì phải chìm cho trận mưa video này đã đào màu tí hay chỉ mưa trong cả lá máu hay chụp pi cái đó sau khi đó nè pin chết ở em phơi video cho nó màu rồi ngay em phơi trong pi máu các bạn này xin em chăng và ha em cách thà bị pi ta máu ai cho rồi tao ha bên nhật ở nơi chăng em phơi chẳng ai rồi mới bỏ tí ok ai nọ rồi bây giờ mình chậm lại thế em phơi đi thòng mà chứ.
Well, luckily, there's still some breath left in the test tube. I'll seal it up for now. I'll keep working on it and let you know as soon as I have any breakthroughs in my research.
Yeah, you can write to me. I'll be sure to respond as soon as I receive your letter.
Oh, it looks like you found a new pen pal.
Master Tainari! Sino!
And
if your friendship was forged in a test tube, does that make you test friends forever?
That's it. Thank
Yeah,
you
you
for
can play,
Samara's
did I?
reputation in Mondstadt beyond all hope of repair.
All that matters is that I've enjoyed Mondstadt immensely. The dragon here possesses a majestic form.
Oh, that reminds me. Traveler, this card back is for you.
Does any commission this? For me?
Saino wanted you to have one for yourself. If I had to guess, I'd say he probably wants you to use it if you challenge him to a duel.
Oh.
I'm a master of the game. Do you dare challenge me?
Can you believe this guy? Let's knock him off his high horse.
It's time to tour. It's time to tour. Yukiho nè. Cho dập mơ riêng nè. Ở đây phong mơ lại đấy ta toàn chọc ấy. Nhầm mơ đó là season 6 ấy, cứ chuẩn bị season là yu giá. Yeah, hay nhầm mơ đó party mà rồi chiên anh. Bà dễ về tha Yukiho Yuki, Yuma, đừng mơ cả bệ nó cái hai chú là thám tu on đây nhưng cho trận phó cứ chung là thám mà bệ nó cứ đạch Egypt. Yeah, hay cho một tí Yuki chơi đần. Yeah, bệ nó cứ tu on tí. Vậy tới tu on pi đấy nhưng cho chân kèo tu on tí mới cứ bạc cài đâu cầm nát hay bị này bị đất ấy rồi giờ nó tới tha nè mà giờ nó tới cài mà tại bà bệ tí giờ nó tới style lên cứ vay tranh vay chỗ bớt tranh bớt chỗ hay cứ thao vay giờ nó tới những chiếc fusion cho tu cái hai cái fusion ấy cái nào vừa dương sạch dương thông như dương click bà tay nhầm mơ rằng này đây là tha nhầm ban đi giờ đâm lật luôn ai vậy á dạ chà cho anh tại nè dân từng giấy đừng nói là dân copy lên thì it's time to do.
I've got something to give you too.
Nhưng giờ lại từng giấy đây nó flick thà này tí dân bên kia ấy nè nghe luôn chất sai sang tí nè. Okay.
Figured I should follow local Mondstadt customs and prepared a few small things.
Nè đậy mà cái nào bánh bầm ấy mới thấy chơi đi hai chơi máu mới đây.
I made these bookmarks for Khmer roses at the hotel. I want to give them to Amber, Master Tighnari, and Sino.
Thanks for that then.
During Windblume, Mondstadters offer flowers to the
Là
people
sao đây
most
phong giấy vậy đây. Tu anti bấy cứ you.
But Tighnari said that we're not anything like an academic
You
family.
say, you say.
He wouldn't write joint papers with us.
Tí 4 cứ you mà, tí 5 you già.
Regular siblings. And that should be just fine.
Đó giờ mới tí vào mối tu ăn không quấy ghê cho flick bật ở toàn mà mới
Oh, and here's some Padisara seeds as well.
Season 7.
These are for the Traveler, Paimon, and everyone else from Mondstadt.
Toàn ăn mơ tì, tầng
Whoa, are these really for us?
Thank you. We really appreciate.
So, are these your chosen Windblooms?
Okay.
One of them. Both Padisaras and Sumeru roses are my Windblooms. Although they're not native to Mondstadt,
Mình trông
they are the flowers that can
cứ
best
mình tăng
express
gà
my
biết này khơi
feelings.
gà này.
I want to give them to the people I feel thankful for. To those who I wish to accompany as we greet more seasons and future Windblooms together. The real blessing in life is when you are surrounded by people who you'd miss day and night, and who you'd want to see even if that meant crossing mountains and oceans to do so.
Dạ nó hay phút tụ linh người ta năng việc mà là ping bao nhiêu thì đi việc tệ là tại bà sinh ra trong ba là ping qua từ đó luôn là mối tiền hắn ping bập mỏng sạch bia salad bia cứ ping sạch đường tụ linh này còn là đó bia màu tè ok mới tay dương chạm ba đây nè nha bi sân là bao nhiêu mà sao anh hay đa lời này cứ plan chập cho môi đồng bi sân này nhắm thôi nâng ca lên. Ok lại giờ mơ thân bi sân bao giờ thì môi này cứ dương mà mình chập cho môi đồng bi hái cho mơ sao mà ngày thế sao phi ngày thế này lại cho như thưa bây giờ bi sân ở đây ngay sạ khăn sải đi cứ dương mơ sân thực ra ban việc bằng chập ở hái good bất chợt hay ní cứ chưa bi sân ý chưa là bao giờ dương tới bay phi về ấy về bay đi trong đi máuនេះគឺជា mission ដែលចេញមកថ្មីទៀតអានេះខ្ញុំតបានលេងទេនៅសល់រយៈពេល12ថ្ងៃទៀតចាំយើងលេងជាមួយនឹងកានGenshin Impact ចុះនេះខ្ញុំតបានបើកយល់ដែរជំនាញអានេះបែបចេញថ្មីជាមួយនឹង game Genshin Impact ទៀតហើយអូខេ that is cool អ្នកតែគាត់ថាអា mission ដែលថាយើងត្រូវធ្វើជាមួយនឹង god អីគេនេះគឺខ្ញុំបានអត់បានចាប់ទេចាំមើលតែពេលដែលយើងចាប់ mission ទាំងអស់នេះដែលចេញមកថ្មីហើយយើងនឹងធ្វើអា mission ដែលយើងត្រូវធ្វើតែម្ដងអូខេវីដេអូរបស់យើងគឺមកដល់ទីបញ្ចប់ហើយអ្នកនរគ្នាសូមអរគុណខ្លាំងធំដែលបានជួយមើលហើយ subscribe ខ្ញុំគិតថាខ្ញុំឃើញថាអ្នកទាំងអស់គ្នាពិតជាមានអារម្មណ៍ថាកាន់តែចូលចិត្តខ្ញុំទៅគឺខ្ញុំមានអារម្មណ៍ថារំភើបមែនតើជាមួយនឹងការដែលអ្នកទាំងអស់គ្នាចូលចិត្តខ្ញុំ ហើយយើងខំថាអ្នកទាំងអស់គ្នានៅតែបន្តកុំបំភ្លេចខ្ញុំអីព្រោះអីខ្ញុំនៅពេលដែលគេបំភ្លេចខ្ញុំមានអារម្មណ៍ឈឺឆាប់តិចតួចដែរអូខេ goodbye អ្នកទាំងអស់គ្នា see you another day bye bye